Hello everyone and welcome back to the Secret World. And today I'm playing some Fusang projects, which is the only persistent war zone in the Secret World. And by persistent I mean it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You sign up, pick a kit that you want to use, either damage, healing or tank. Each kit gives you bonus attributes to each of those roles. So the damage one reduces your chance to get glancing blows and also increases your damage. The tanking one gives you bonus health, less damage, but you're a lot more durable. The healing one improves healing and leech effects. So the healing kit can also be used if you have kind of like a leech build, like a kind of like some kind of blood abilities mixed with fist weapons. Like it works really well with the healing kit, doing some damage and healing at the same time. So in Fusang projects, there are four main facilities: East, West, South, and Central, I believe. And the main goal is to hold as many of these facilities as you can, which gains you points. And at the end of the week, the team with the most points gains a big reward. So the rewards are calculated weekly, and for your participation you will receive an award at the end of the week in the form of some kind of mark. I think it's a white mark of Venice is what you receive, I'm unsure, along with some other things. There are also 3 quests you can pick up: one to capture a facility, one to capture an animal well, and one to get the killing blow on 10 players. Animal wells are the spawn points in the game. They can be captured by any faction, and your faction has the choice to respawn there if you own one of those animal wells. So when you're taking on a facility, you obviously have to fight past the faction that controls it. So I believe we're heading towards the Illuminati facility at the moment. And once you fight your way past all the enemies of the facility, there's also a big Guardian, kind of short PvE boss. It's pretty easy to kill. All you need is a tank, a couple of healers, and quite a lot of DPS. But considering this is 40 versus 40 versus 40, there is generally never a lack of DPS. So I'm heading over to one of our animal wells here, picking up a capture the facility quest. So we're going to go down to the central facility where the Illuminati have just taken. We're going to try and retake this facility. Got 2 hammer guys. I'm using blood magic and elementalism. And we're just going to move in. So heading into the inner chamber where the Guardian is, but there's a lot of Illuminati there. Generally, you don't want to fight in a closed space like that, because the AoE abilities will just absolutely destroy you. So my health dropped like hell there because there was a couple of guys using assault rifles, which are absolutely insane in this war zone because of all the tight spaces. The amount of AoE you can get off is insane. So we're getting pushed back slowly here, which isn't a surprise. We're heavily outnumbered. But we do have the animal well right next to this, so I die here, but I respawn immediately at this animal well. I turn around and I can just jump right down, again get right back into the fight, and continue on, helping push the Illuminati back. Now the Illuminati have made the big mistake of just trying to push us back, but haven't actually got a single animal well around this point. They're all controlled by either the Templar or the Dragon, so they were spawning nowhere near this facility. So even though they outnumber us and they're going to keep killing us off, they're going to lose a lot of members, and we'll be able to bring more reinforcements faster than they can because they respawn further away. So we keep dying, but it doesn't really matter. We're pushing them back at the moment. I think we're going to get in there quite soon. We do have a couple of healers and a couple of tanks. You can identify who is the healer, who is a tank, and who is the DPS by the kind of suit they wear. You get given a standard suit for your faction when you enter, depending on the role you choose. So I'm wearing the damage dealing suit, which looks like what you can see on the screen. So right now we're fighting the Illuminati Guardian. It's a pretty easy boss fight, to be honest. I mean, tank and spank, and then hopefully another faction doesn't come and kill you while you're killing the boss, because that is unpleasant. And once the boss goes down, you'll see all of our team rush to the core behind it, to capture the facility and pick up another quest. You can have all 3 quests at one time, but I had 2 other side quests from where I was questing around, so I decided just to keep the progress on those and just take the quest one at a time. If you are a healer or a tank though, you will find the kill 10 enemy players quite a hard quest, because you have to land the killing blow, and unless you're 1v1ing someone and winning, which is unlikely, at least as a tank, as a healer you can probably out-sustain them, it's highly unlikely you're going to get the kill and blow, especially when there's more than 40 people scrambling for a single kill at a time. So we take the guy down, I activate the core, we start taking it. So there's really no end to this, it just continuously goes on and on and on, which I guess is kind of cool. I mean, you can just queue up if you've got 10 minutes and you're 5 or 10 minutes, you're like, oh, I've got some time to do some PvP. 5 or 10 minutes of your time, then you can just drop out when you're done. Absolutely no penalty for dropping out, and someone else generally immediately takes your spot. So right there, I get the quest for taking the facility. Get achievement as well, because I was the one who actually captured it. Get a couple of the marks there. A lot of AP and SP. Now here you see me dipping for a little bit, which I forgot to cut out, but for some reason it wouldn't let me take another quest, which sucks, but I'll just go and pick one up later. Yep, still can't pick it up. Oh well. So generally in chat there's a faction chat for each of the 3 factions, which only that faction can see, and there's a lot of people making calls in there and people deciding on what they're going to do. Mostly people call out facilities by saying East Fac or West Fac or whatever. Ammo wells, just wells. And that's about the only abbreviations I really see, apart from like PBAOE, which is point blank area of effect, and stuff like that. But no really specific Warzone terminology apart from those at the moment, I don't think. I derped for so long there, why did I not cut that out? Oh well. So we got some calls going down in chat. I'm just looking around, seeing where the best place is to go. You can see which facilities each faction owns by the colour indications. Red, obviously Templar, blue Illuminati, and green is Dragon. I'm going to be bringing out a lot more PvP videos. I didn't say this at the start, which I meant to, but I apologise for not bringing out any videos over the last month, and thank you to everyone who subscribed, I do appreciate it. But I'm kind of busy this next week, but after that I'm going to try and put out a lot of video content for you guys. A lot of PvP for the Secret World. There's a new raid coming out in an upcoming patch, I'm going to try and cover that. By the way, I'll put a link in the description to my Cabal. The name is Unforgiven on Cerberus. We're like a PvE PvP guild, because there doesn't seem to be many of those around compared to other games. Like in most MMOs, the majority of guilds or cabals or whatever are like raiding or PvP. In this game I see a lot of social or RP cabals around, but not many for PvE and PvP. Probably because there hasn't been a lot of emphasis, like hype, on the PvE and PvP as competitive during the release of the game, so it hasn't got much attention from popular raid guilds, like, you know, famous ones from WoW and stuff like that. But from what I've played of the leveling up PvE and the PvP here, it's really fun. So I'll put a link in the description where you guys can go check out my Cabal if you want to join. It'd be awesome to play with some guys who watch my videos. As you can see, I barely skate with the skin of my teeth here, due to some help from my Templar friends. As you can see, taking a well is actually quite hard, because you have to zerg it and keep them locked in the spawn point, otherwise there's no way you'll be able to capture it in time, they'll just keep respawning. So I did pick up the quest earlier to get the well. I think I cut that out, I'm not sure. and get that quest done. A lot of AP and SP again. This is actually after the nerf to AP and SP from PvP. Before the nerf, you could rank up really fast through PvP. Now it's a bit slower, but if you can capture a facility, then it's great. And the quests reset every 20 minutes. So you can pretty much keep getting a lot of XP and stuff from that. And also, as there's no levels in the secret world, the way the PvP works is obviously like the PvE scales on quality level of gear. I can't remember what the highest quality level is, and there's a nice little cut. But it scales on quality level of gear. People with a high quality level will have an advantage over those with a lower quality level, but the game kind of boosts your gear to the highest person's gear, base gear, but not the bonus stats on it. So they do have an advantage over you with their bonus stats, but the base level of the gear, that's what your gear gets boosted to, like the highest person in the game. So if the highest person in the game had quality level 10, you would have quality level 10 equivalent stats, but you wouldn't have the high bonus stats that the other guys who actually have the real quality level 10 have. So I can't even really see what people are calling out on chat here, but I think we're going to try and take a couple of wells and a sort of facility, because Templar weren't actually doing too well in Fusang projects this week. I think we were down by about 400 points on the Dragon on Cerberus, but I'm not too sure. Templar are usually pretty good at PvP. I mean, on Cerberus at least, all the three factions are really balanced, which is quite enjoyable because it's not just like a complete Templar or Illuminati or Dragon stomp. You actually have some fun PvP battles. And I think I just did another ninja cut. I'll probably sort those out in post. So we're heading to a dragon well here. Need to take this out because generally, if you're going for, say, the east facility, then you need to take north well 3 and east well 1. You need to take the 2 adjacent wells to the facility, otherwise there is no way you'll be able to capture it because the reinforcements will get there too fast. So we've taken one of the adjacent wells. You just need to take the 2 adjacent wells and you can generally take the facility without many problems if you just keep respawning from the wells and keep hitting it. But if you can get a 40-man Zerg on a facility, then you're in absolutely perfect standing to take the facility. At the moment, we are just powerhousing through the game. We're ahead by quite a lot of facilities and wells. I'm also going to be putting out some... I'll probably do some more Fusang projects, but not in this style. I've kind of explained a lot in this video, but in the future, I'll probably just play it to some music and let you guys watch some good PvP. And I'm also going to obviously put out the other war zones, the more linear war zones where there's a time limit and a score limit and stuff like that. So probably within the next week, expect to see some Stonehenge and Eldorado. But the queue times at the moment for Eldorado are really high, so unsure with my time constraints how that will go. But definitely Stonehenge this week, and almost certainly Eldorado. But if no Eldorado, it'll be up by next weekend. This should probably go up on Saturday or Sunday, so a week after this video, Stonehenge and Eldorado should be out. If not, I give you permission to come to my house and slap me across the face. So right here, they are trying to take this well. I'm like one of the only ones here, but I figure I can stand up here and beat on the guy who's trying to take it to stop him from capturing the well, so we can try and get some reinforcements. So I'm actually pummeling him quite hard. I've taken him down to half health. Just trying to, and he runs away. I just back off. No one's taken that well yet. hopefully a couple of people will die at the facility, respawn, give me some help. But if you can delay, as you can see a couple of people come here, but if you can delay the enemy for as long as possible to allow people to respawn at a well, then you can push back and easily retake anything that you've lost. So I foolishly try and attack this guy when I'm on around 3/4 health. Especially stupid because he has a silence. So I'm pretty much dead right here. But I do take him down quite low, which isn't too bad considering I started a fair bit lower than him. I think I'm going to kill him, but not quite. But I respawn immediately. And this guy, this guy made me laugh. So I respawn immediately, looked down a bit, jumped down, and he's came back with no health. So I just finished him off with a couple of blood bolts to the face. And another cut. So this is probably the main way people get up to facilities. They usually take the side path right here. It's much quicker than running around the full way. And you can get up there fast, which is the main thing. So we're assaulting, I believe, a dragon facility. Or Illuminati, I can't really tell. But we're just trying to take down the Guardian right here. But we haven't taken the adjacent wells, and this is what happens if you don't take adjacent wells. You'll see very shortly. Things start to go badly. And yeah, I don't think it ends well for the Templars. So I noticed I'm taking some fire damage, so I'll look outside. And lo and behold, the Illuminati are here. But just one guy, so it's not too bad. But he's pretty pimped out. So the Illuminati forces managed to sneak up on us. And yeah, that doesn't end too well for us. So I just respawn here. I think I'm going to end the video there. I've pretty much covered everything about Fusang projects. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. If you want to subscribe, then do. Leave a rating, like, dislike. Just let me know what you guys thought of this video. I need to get back into the swing of things. Once again, sorry for not putting much out over the last month. I have been incredibly busy. But have no fear, over the next couple of weeks in the summer, you'll be seeing a lot more content from me. So once again, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.